You entered a plea to count 2. According to your plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 10 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine. The state is opposed to your application, and they're taking in consideration 2025 CR 012507. Okay, so here's the thing. This is what I don't understand, and I want to get to the crux of the issues. I don't understand how.
Before this courtroom exchange even begins, understand what's at stake here. This is not just another bar fight gone wrong. This is a defendant with a violent criminal history standing in front of a judge who has clearly heard these explanations before. The judge isn't just listening to words, she's weighing credibility, patterns, and accountability. On one side, you have a defendant insisting he's changed, that alcohol clouded his judgment, and that family responsibilities should matter. On the other side, the court sees prior convictions, probation violations, and now a new violent incident involving a bottle used as a weapon. And here's the tension. This case isn't about whether something bad happened, it's about why it happened again. The judge is already skeptical, and as this hearing unfolds, every inconsistency, every "I don't remember," and every justification is going to matter. Watch closely how the judge questions choices, not excuses, and pay attention to how alcohol, environment, and past behavior collide, because by the end of this hearing, the court is going to force a decision that changes everything.
You say you've been to prison, you learned from that, and now we're here with somebody being hit over their head with a bottle.
Yeah, that's enough. Do what I've been trying to do. My family.
Well, see, here's the thing. People always say their family needs them, but they don't think about that beforehand.
That kind of, I'm not trying to go into everything thing. Was about that type of language shit that has been do everything that should have and anything that ever happened, like off camera where nobody has seen. I'm the one always trying to know we're going to walking away from that is very unfortunate and different. That's never happened.
Right. State, any questions?
Mr. Gonzalez, you would agree that you've been on probation. Well, in 2007, you were on probation for a theft. Was that correct?
Part of it is it's a question.
You can't recall. Okay, would it surprise you to learn we were put on deferred adjudication and that probation was later revoked? You can't remember?
I'll get up and say.
Was that juvenile? I've grown up a lot. I've grown up a lot. I was 16, 17, I was born.
And then in 2009, how was the conviction? Okay, and you recall the conviction in life?
Yes, I went to jail for that. I was in prison already.
Okay, and then again in 2007, you were sentenced, is that correct?
That was for all the same thing, at the same time.
Do you recall what offense it was though on 12/3/2007? The aggravated robbery, yes. And you were sentenced, correct?
That's fine.
So how can you reconcile to this court that you were changed if it was only 4 years between that parole discharge and the new one?
Parole discharge?
Mm-hmm.
Well, from the moment that it happened, yeah. And I know that from the time that it discharged, there's some things. You're right, I went into prison, I was 19, and I was a kid still. And whatever that I went through, I grew up and I'm not that same person anymore. I'm an adult. I understand everything that's going on, and that's why I try to stay away from the problems. I'm just trying to just build my life and build a family, and that's it. I never want to be in this courtroom. I never imagined myself being here again ever in my life. It makes me sick.
If you are here again, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
No further questions, right?
All right, any other witnesses? All right, the court will hear argument. State.
Your Honor, we'd be asking for you to sentence for 10 years and deny the defendant's application. He's already taken a trip to TDC for a violent offense. It was paroled 4 years prior to the same offense. So because of his history and then he chose the underlying offense.
Defense.
Your Honor, the aggravated offense that he had occurred in 2007. He was 19 years old. He spent a large amount of time locked up and on ball. He successfully charged. He was revoked. So he did well on parole and did well for the 4 years until this case happened. As the court knows, it was a lot of things went on at that bar. It was tragic. It affected Mr. McDonald and his life. Honestly, he's changed from the 19-year-old kid that he was in prison. That's inaccurate. It's true. This particular night, though, things got out of control and all the way around and made a bad decision. I understand that the court's in a difficult position and making a good decision to make it feel comfortable that letting the court know that he's been reliable, he's been trustworthy, he's done what he said he's supposed to do while he's been on this monitor lately. We would ask the court to take a chance on him and give him an opportunity to show the court that he can back succeed. If he screws up, then but I don't believe that's going to happen. He and his family both position successful.
This is the moment where credibility starts slipping. When a defendant claims they can't remember probations, revocations, or prior violent offenses, that raises immediate red flags in court. Judges rely heavily on patterns, not just what happened once, but what keeps happening. Here, the court is laying out a timeline that shows repeated involvement with the criminal justice system, and the defendant's vague responses only deepen the concern. Saying, "I don't recall," doesn't erase court records, and it certainly doesn't reassure a judge who is deciding whether rehabilitation has truly occurred. Legally speaking, this matters because probation and deferred adjudication are privileges, not rights. The court has to determine whether supervision is likely to work or whether it's just delaying the next offense. So when the judge asks, "How can you reconcile that you've changed?" that's not rhetorical. That's the central question of the case. And at this point, viewers should ask themselves, do you hear accountability or excuses?
All right. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to have you come back here tomorrow at 9. Attorney, you need to be here exactly at 9. And at that time, I'll give you my decision. All right. Thank you. Ms. Ferguson, if you can give them a reset form for 9. Thank you. So that all parties are aware, I wanted to re-watch the video that was already stipulated to and that was a part of the evidence. So from watching the video, I want to know what happened outside. Well, because there's no video outside.
Correct.
So everyone is outside, and then all of a sudden, there is something that happens, and everybody's angry, and there's a fight that happens inside. Have you had a chance to watch this recently?
No. I've seen, in the beginning, I've seen all the video, and then the only part I've seen recently is the inside part.
All right, if you can load that up. And I can tell you both, the reason why I'm asking that question, because there are some things, sometimes that things occur off camera, but from watching the video, it appears that something happened outside. I don't know what happened outside because there are no videos for outside. I only see what happened inside.
It didn't happen outside, it was the other altercation.
If the court would, I'm not sure how
No,
far
they're
back.
going to show you
Okay,
the
I
video.
wasn't just how far back. I wasn't sure how far back the court went. But there's the portion where the complaining witness goes out and he's at the door.
Oh, no. I'm
and
just
he's back.
trying to figure out from him what happened outside.
Okay. You remember?
Just to clarify, do you want it on the big screen, right?
Yes, so that he is able to see. Because for the court, the stipulations, they're slightly convoluted because there was a lot that was happening at this bar. Then you have this shooting that has absolutely nothing to do with you and nothing to do with the case that's before me today. So the shooting is a whole separate matter involving someone else. And if there's no objection, if you all can just
Oh, you ready for this?
move towards the part where they come back from being outside. So you can pause it. So what are you saying happened outside? Because the only thing I see is this, the actions you took. So I'm trying to figure out what happened outside that the two women appear to be very angry and they're approaching him. So that's what I want to know.
We went outside. We were like, there was a previous altercation that happened. And my mother-in-law that was like right by me with the sleeveless shirt next to the guy. It looks like a pool stick in the back.
All right, if you can, yes, rewind, please.
She took me outside after the first incident.
So, just 1 second. Pause right there. Who is that lady there who's coming towards the gentleman in the hat?
It's my wife.
That's your wife? All right, and then if you could keep it moving forward, please. Pause. Who is that person there?
That's the ex-girlfriend of my sister-in-law that passed away.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So what were you saying?
We were outside, and my mother-in-law, after the first incident, she had took me outside just to calm everything down.
Okay, so what was the first incident? And did that first incident involve the person with the hat?
This guy.
Yes.
They were all together.
All right, so did it involve the person with the cowboy hat?
I mean, the first incident, no, man.
Okay, so you have the first incident, and it's not involving that person.
Right.
What incident involves him?
This incident, right, when we were outside, we were all trying to get in the car and to leave. There was a lot that happened. There was a lot of arguments, loud talking back and forth. Everybody, we were trying to get out there. That guy goes out there to go instigate him. He starts telling us stuff. I don't know exactly. He started telling my wife stuff. He started talking stuff. Everything happened real fast. We just remember the lady putting him back inside. He was the one going outside to us, telling us stuff. He wasn't they were all a group together. I don't know if you've seen them. Mm-hmm. Nothing was happening. He went outside. That guy grabbed a pool ball and a beer bottle. I don't know if you ever went in. Y'all can see that clearly. I don't know what they had planned, but he went out there to go instigate and tell us stuff. My wife came in. And I saw her go very aggressive to her. I remember the first incident when they grabbed my sister-in-law and they put her in a headlock like she was a lady. And
okay, and so that
happened yet.
Are you saying that incident with her being placed in a headlock happened outside?
That was inside. That was on that side to the left, way in the back on that side. Mm-hmm. Well, that's where the first incident. If you see that table, it's like this, and that's how it happened over there on that side. I don't know how that didn't get caught on camera.
Why did you all proceed to come back into the bars?
The instigator. No,
I mean, if there's an instigation that happens outside, if there's an incident that happens outside the bar, and it appears that the people you are saying are the instigators are inside the bar, why didn't you all just leave? Why did you come back inside the bar?
Right. I went. Everybody was drunk, man. They had already grabbed my sister-in-law in the headlock. That's not the environment for anything. My wife went inside. After that guy from whatever the threats and whatever he was talking and saying, and she goes straight up to him, and I just remembered my sister-in-law. That's all I remembered was that guy having her in the headlock and everybody trying to get him off her, and she's a lady, and I didn't want that to happen to my wife. I know that there's other things that I could have done. I was just moving to get my wife out of there. I didn't want nothing to happen to my wife.
But you all are already outside the bar. Why are you all coming back inside?
I wanted to make sure that my wife, nothing happened to her. They was very aggressive, as you can see. They were telling each other stuff back and forth. I didn't know what was going on. I was drunk. I stopped drinking since that day because a lot happened, and I just want to move forward and change my life. And I made a mistake that shouldn't have happened. No. Let's not do with. I made a mistake. You made some choices. Decision. And so I want you to listen to my question. So you're outside in the parking lot.
This section is crucial because the judge isn't focused on emotion, she's focused on choice. The court repeatedly asks one simple question: why didn't you leave? And legally, that question matters. Even if someone feels provoked, returning to a volatile environment can eliminate claims of justification. The judge acknowledges intoxication, but she also makes it clear intoxication does not excuse violent conduct, especially when multiple opportunities to disengage existed. What's powerful here is how the judge separates fear from responsibility. Protecting families sounds noble, but the law examines actions, not intentions. Going back inside a bar where tensions are already high escalates risk, and courts take that seriously. This is where viewers should pause and consider, at what point does trying to protect someone become a reckless decision? Because in the eyes of the law, walking away can sometimes be the only correct choice.
And I'm assuming your wife and and the other person that you're with, the other female, y'all are all in the parking lot.
There's actually some tables outside that door.
Okay, so you guys are outside. So when the instigators went back inside the bar, why didn't you all just leave? Why did you all come inside the bar?
I was trying to protect my wife. I didn't know it was a lot happening. There was a lot of guys there. Everybody was drunk.
But at that time,
I just wanted to protect her.
No, I understand that. Here's the thing. My question is, all of the people you care about, they were outside. Is that correct?
All of us, yes, ma'am.
All right. So my question is, people are drunk. There's some instigators. You all are outside. The people who are instigators go inside the bar. Why didn't you all just leave? Why are you and your loved ones, coming back inside the bar? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I think at that point, just because of the environment that it was in, it was already hostile. Everybody was arguing. Everybody was under the influence. I think that's the reason, if you ask me, because if me personally, if I was sober, if we were all sober, I'm pretty sure we wouldn't have even still been outside arguing and trying to get in the car. We would have left. But I think for the fact that everybody was under the influence, that's what drew everybody back inside.
All right.
It was not an intentions to fight with anybody. I really wanted to leave and get out of it. Like, I couldn't leave with myself. I had to make sure everybody got in the car.
All right, State, is there any restitution that's owed?
I didn't see it in the PSI.
Okay. Somebody mess with our AC.
Yes, it's really hot in here.
Either way, I'm having a hot flash.
No, it's hot. It's
Okay.
really hot.
All right, thank you. To the young people, is it hot in here?
It's not. They're not young, Judge.
All right.
Just a second.
This is what the court is going to do. I'm going to give you a choice. There are only two choices. There are no other choices. One, I will grant your application for deferred adjudication, but as a condition of your probation, you're going to have to do some jail time, and that will be 90 days. Or two, I will give you a conviction, and there's no jail time.
In the end, the court delivers a decision that reflects balance, accountability without immediate incarceration. The judge finds the defendant guilty, sentences him to 6 years, but suspends that sentence in favor of probation with strict conditions. This includes supervision, random drug and alcohol testing, and mandatory anger management, all designed to address the root causes of the behavior rather than just punish it. The ruling sends a clear message. The court acknowledges the complexities of the situation, but violence fueled by alcohol and poor choices cannot be ignored. This case highlights a broader legal truth. Past behavior follows you into the courtroom, and judges expect growth to be proven through actions, not words. So now we want to hear from you. Do you think the judge made the right call here? Would you have chosen jail time or a conviction if you were in his position? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share this breakdown, and subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom commentary.
One, that bridge, vacation,
It's pretty inside.
if you repeat the vacation, you can make them up your record. You can between myself, that's for the litigation.
Oh, and I'm sorry, State, if I could have that, just, yes.
That's my mom.
Which do you prefer? Because let me explain something to you. Number one, I understand that you're saying you're intoxicated. It appears that everybody is intoxicated. And it goes back to what I say. Nothing good happens after 10. That time keeps getting pushed earlier and earlier the older I get. But there needs to be some form of punishment for you, because even though you were intoxicated, the instigators were intoxicated. What you did and the actions you took were not proper, right? So your punishment is either you will have a conviction or either you will have deferred adjudication, and you're going to do jail time starting today as a condition. So which do you prefer?
I'll take the conviction on my record. There's no jail time, right?
And judges, if the court were to call from yesterday, the wife has lupus and
Yes.
she has regular episodes, and he's the only caretaker for her.
No, I understand. I have people in my family who suffer from lupus.
I know 90 days, but I can't leave her for herself. So,
No. Here's the thing. I just want a decision.
I understand.
So,
He's asking for the regular probation, Judge.
all right. The court will find you guilty. The court will sentence you to 6 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 6 years. There's going to be regular reporting by Zoom because I have
Not
to
a
think
problem.
about things.
Not a problem. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Excuse me, I misspoke, so my brain was jumbled. The
Sure.
bar is called the Tropicana Sports Bar, but it's located on 215 acres.
All right, let me do this. We're back on the record. So there's to be no contact with, and what's the bar's name?
Tropicana Sports Bar.
Tropicana Sports Bar, located at